First of all, thank you for hosting me on this wonderful channel. The book is called Gray Wolves and White Doves, and my name is John D. Balian. I'm the author. The book is a very unique story about a child's journey through from very destitute beginnings through the young life to adolescence, where this little boy faces adversity, tragedy, and many bleak circumstances, and it's this boy's perseverance and overcoming of those events in his early life. The book takes the reader through a journey not only in the young boy's life, but also through many different countries in the Middle East in particularly, but also in Europe, where the changes in the world and the tumultuous events of the times of the 1960s and 1970s that this book takes place in. This book and the protagonist in the book is autobiographical, and the protagonist is me as a young boy and the experiences I had growing up. All the events in the book are actual and factual. I have taken the liberty as an author to fictionalize certain components, create some characters to make the story flow, and obviously delete characters that in true life were present, but they are not there in the story, not to complicate the plot. Title of the book, Gray Wolves and White Doves, is indicating the gray nature of human character, human experiences, and the types of people. It also obviously shows the predator and prey component, the good and the bad, evil, and it's not, as the title indicates, the gray nature. It's not describing a group of people being all good and the opposite side to be all bad, but it shows the goodness and the bad in all people. So it's very even-handed in that sense. One of the characters in the book, with his name being Soluk Kurt in Turkish, if you translate that to English, it means gray wolf. And also gray wolves connote or denote a secret ultranationalist organization in Turkey that has existed for over 100 years. And these gray wolves were behind some of the atrocities that befell the minorities in the Ottoman Empire before and during World War I, in particularly the Armenian genocide that started in 1915. There is some of that, but it's more it is those who are evil. You see at times the hesitation in their actions and questioning of their mores. So that comes across. But more what I was trying to explain is that although this is a story that may come across of different nationalities and the conflicts that exist between them, that one nation is not all good and the other, so the white doves are not necessarily always white doves, and the gray wolves are not always gray wolves. There is good people there and bad people on the other side as well. Although the book is can be described as historical fiction, it is an autobiographical fictionalized component. It's not a historical book, and it's not trying to educate people about history. However, given the experiences of the young boy and the heritage he has, his Armenian heritage, he cannot avoid but deal with the historical remnants of the conflicts and the genocide that have taken place 50, 60 years before these events that we described in the novel. Those historical components, I did research to confirm the accuracy and not rely just on memory. Yeah, actually, for me, writing this book had a few motivations. One was for me personally to tell the story which I knew was very unique and different, and a story that should be told. Second, to leave a legacy, both a literary legacy, but also a legacy to my children. But third, and just as important, was to inspire and motivate people that they should dream and they should hope and never give up and never give in. They should set those targets and goals and dreams high, and they should pursue them no matter how bleak the circumstances. And all the readers have come back and given me the feedback and have put in their reviews of how inspirational the story has been to them. This book took me 8.5 years from beginning to publication. You have to understand that I am a family man, a father, and busy with my children and family commitments. I'm also a medical doctor and a corporate executive, so very busy at work. However, this book and the story is so meaningful and precious to me that I had to write it, but I need to do it in a measured way to make sure that my commitments in other areas don't suffer. Hence, it took 8.5 years to start and bring it to fruition. Yeah, actually, this morning I was at the Parikrma Foundation, where Ms. Shiny Anthony had organized a meeting with the children there, and this question came up there as to what's next. And it did take me a long time to write this book because I wanted to make sure that any book I put out there not only had a good story but also was a piece of literature. Now with the readers coming back and saying what's next and wanting a sequel for this book, I definitely will write a sequel, but I will take my time again to make sure it's the best possible book I can write. So the first book, the current book, is starting at age 6 for this character, the protagonist, till age 16, when he makes it to America, and it ends there. So it would be sensible to then continue from that point on. So it will be, I imagine it will be chronological.